the Rigveda hymn 4.2. Agni, the faithful one, immortal among mortals, a god among the gods, appointed envoy, priest, best at worship, must shine forth in glory. Agni shall be raised high with man's oblations. Born for us here this day, O son of vigor, between both races of born beings, Agni, thou farest as an envoy, having harnessed, sublime one, thy strong-muscled, radiant stallions. I laud the ruddy steeds who pour down, blessing, dropping oil, fleetest through the thought of order. Yoking red horses to and fro, thou goest between you deities and mortal races. Arguman, Mitra, Varuna, and Indra with Vishnu of the gods, Marutas and Asvins. These Agni, with a good car and steeds, bring hither, most bountiful, to folk with fair oblations. Agni, be this our sacrifice eternal, with brave friends, rich and kind, and sheep and horses, rich Asura in sacred food and children, in full assembly, wealth, broad-based, enduring, the man who, sweating, brings for thee the fuel, and makes his head to ache, thy faithful servant. Agni, to him be a self-strong protector, guard him from all who seek to do him mischief, who brings thee food, though thou hast food in plenty, welcomes his cheerful guest, and speeds him onward, who kindles thee devoutly in his dwelling, to him be wealth secure and freely giving. Whoso sings praise to thee at eve or morning, and with oblation doth the thing thou lovest, in his own home, even as a gold-girt courser, rescue him from distress, the bounteous giver. Whoso brings gifts to thee, immortal Agni, and doth thee service with uplifted ladle, let him not, sorely toiling, lose his riches. Let not the sinner's wickedness enclose him, whose well-wrought worship thou acceptest, Agni, thou God of mortal's gift, thou liberal giver. Dear be his sacrifice to thee, most youthful, and may we strengthen him when he adores thee. May he who knows distinguish sense and folly of men, like straight and crooked backs of horses. Lead us, O God, to wealth and noble offspring. Keep penury afar and grant us plenty. This sage, the sages ne'er deceived, commanded, setting him down in dwellings of the living. Hence mayest thou, friendly God, with rapid footsteps, behold the gods, wonderful, fair to look on. Good guidance hast thou for the priest, O Agni, who, youngest god with outboard soma, serves thee. Ruler of men, thou, joyous God, bring treasure splendid and plentiful to aid the toiler. Now all that we, thy faithful servants, Agni, have done with feet, with hands, and with our bodies, the wise with toil, the holy right have guided, as those who frame a car with manual cunning. May we, 7 sages, first in rank and gender from Dawn, the mother, men to be ordainers, may we, in Vedas, ye sons of heaven, in radiant, burst the wealth-containing mountain, as in the days of old our ancient fathers, speeding the work of holy worship Agni, sought pure light and devotion, singing praises that cleft the ground and made red dawns apparent. Gods doing holy acts, devout resplendent, smelting like ore, their human generations, enkindling Agni and exalting Indra. They came encompassing the stall of cattle, strong one. He marked them and the gods before them like herds of cattle in foodful pasture. There they moaned forth their strong desire for mortals, to aid the true, the nearest one to living. We have worked for thee, we have labored nobly bright dawns have shed their light upon our worship, adding a beauty to perfect Agna, and the god's beauteous eye that shines forever. Agna, disposer, we have sung these praises to thee, the wise. Do thou accept them gladly. Blaze up on high, and ever make us richer. Give us great wealth, O thou whose boons are many. And that was 20 verses. And remember, when it comes to the different light beings, angels, fallen angels, whatever you want to call them, there is different regard when it comes to divine qualities. Different regard. Hymn 4.3-16. When to assist you, Rudra, Lord of worship, priest of both worlds, effectual sacrificer, Agna, invested with his golden colors, before the thunder strike and lay you senseless. This shrine have we made ready for thy coming, as the fond dame attires her for her husband. Performer of good work, sit down before us, invested while these flames incline to meet thee. A hymn, O priest, to him who hears the gentle, to him who looks on men, exceeding gracious, a song of praise, sing to the God immortal, whom the stone presser of the sweet juice worships, even as a true knower of the law, O Agna, to this our solemn rite. Be thou attentive. When shall thy songs of festival be sung thee? When is thy friendship shown within our dwelling? Why this complaint to Varuna, O Agna, and why to heaven? For what is our transgression? How wilt thou speak to earth and bounteous Mitra? What wilt thou say to Aryaman and Banga? What when thou blazest on the lesser altars? What to the mighty wind, who comes to bless us, true circumambient? What to earth, O Agna? What wilt thou say to man-destroying Rudra? How to great Pushan, who promotes our welfare, to honored Rudra? What who gives oblations? What sin of ours to the far-striding Vishnu? What Agni wilt thou tell the lofty arrow? What wilt thou tell the truthful band of Marutas? How answer the great sun when thou art questioned? Before the free, before the swift, defend us, fulfill heaven's work, all-knowing Jagdapetus. I crave the cow's true gift, arrange my order. Though raw, she hath the sweet, ripe juice, O Agna. Though she is black of hue with milk, she teemeth, nutritious, brightly shining. All-sustaining. Agna the bull, the manly, hath been sprinkled with oil upon his back, by law eternal. He who gives vital power goes on unswerving. Kresna the bull hath milked the pure white udder. By law the Angarasas cleft the rock asunder, and sang their hymns, together with the cattle, bringing great bliss. The men encompassed morning. Light was apparent at the birth of Agna. By law the immortal goddesses the waters, with meat-rich waves, O Agna, and uninjured. Like a strong courser, Laudanum is running, sped the flow onward swiftly, and forever. Go never to the feast of one who harms us. The treacherous neighbor, our unworthy kinsman, punish us not for a false brother's trespass. Let us riot, feel the might of friend or foeman. Let us not feel the might of friend or foeman. There's some misprints, I'm guessing. O Agna, keep us safe with thy protection, loving us, honored God, and ever guarding. Beat thou away, destroy severe affliction. Slay Ian, the demon, when he waxes mighty. Through these our songs of praise, be gracious. Agna, moved by our prayers, O hero, touch our viands. Accept, O Angarasas, these our devotions, and let the praise which gods desire address thee. To thee who knowest, Agna, thou disposer, all these wise secret speeches have I uttered. Sung to thee, sage, the charming words of wisdom, to thee, O singer, with my thoughts and praises. And when we do pray, 16 verses here, we should regard it as if it is going to move divinity, so we don't, worry about it afterwards or whatever. Hymn 4.4, Agna, 15 verses. Put forth like a wide-spreading net, thy vigor go, like a mighty king with his attendants, thou following thy swift net, shootest arrows, transfix the fiends with darts that burn most fiercely. Forth go in rapid flight, thy whirling weapons, follow them closely, glowing in thy fury. Spread with thy tongue the winged flames, O Agna, unfettered, cast thy firebrands all around thee. Send thy spies forward, fleetest in thy motion. Be ne'er deceived, the guardian of this people, from him who, near or far, is bent on evil, and let no trouble sent from thee overcome us. Rise up, O Agna, spread thee out before us, burn down our foes, thou who hast sharpened arrows. Him, blazing Agna, who hath worked us mischief, consume thou utterly, like dried up stubble. Rise, Agna, drive off those who fight against us. Make manifest thine own celestial vigor. Slacken the strong bows of the demon-driven. Destroy our foemen, whether kin or stranger. Most youthful God, he who knoweth well thy favor, who gave an impulse to this high devotion. All fair days and magnificence of riches hast thou beamed forth upon the good man's portals. Blessed Agna be the man, the liberal giver, who with his lauds and regular oblation is fain to please thee for his life and dwelling. May all his days be bright, may this his longing be. I praise thy gracious favor, sing in answer. May this my song sing like a loved one with thee. Lords of good steeds and cars, may we adorn thee, and day by day vouchsafe thou us dominion. Here of free choice, let each one serve thee richly, resplendent day by day, at eve and morning. So may we honor thee, content and joyous, passing beyond the glories of the people. Whoso with good steeds and fine gold, O Agna, comes nigh thee on a car laden with treasure, his friend art thou, yea, thou art his protector, whose joy it is to entertain thee duly. Through words and kinship I destroy the mighty, this power I have from Gautama my father. Mark thou this speech of ours, O thou most youthful friend of the house, exceeding wise invoker, knowing no slumber, speedy and perpetuous, alert and ever friendly, most unwearied. May thy protecting powers, unerring Agna, taking their places here combined, preserve us. Thy guardian rays, O Agna, when they saw him preserved, blind Bhattaya from affliction. Lord of all riches, he preserved the pious. The thieves who fain would harm them did no mischief. Aided by thee, with thee, may we be wealthy. May we gain strength with thee to guide us onward. Fulfill the words of both. O ever truthful, straightway do this. Thou God whom power emboldens, O Agna, with this fuel we will serve thee. Accept the laud we sing to thee. With favor, destroy the cursing Rakshasas. Preserve us, rich in friends, from guile and scorn and slander. And let us remember to thank for the opportunity, for the impulse to use the opportunity correctly, or the thought, or however you're going to phrase that, right? Hymn 4.5, Agni, 15 verses. How shall we give one with one? How shall we give with one accord oblation to Agni, to Vaisvanara the bounteous? Great light with full high growth hath he uplifted, and as a pillar bears the roof, sustains it. Reproach not him who, God and self-reliant, vouchsafe this bounty unto me a mortal, deathless discerner, wise to me the simple. Vaisvanara, most manly youthful Agni, sharp-pointed, powerful, strong, a bounteous figure. Agni who knows the lofty hymn, kept secret, as the lost milch cows track the doubly mighty. He hath declared to me this hidden knowledge. May he with sharpened teeth, the bounteous giver, Agni, consume with flame most fiercely glowing those who regard not Varuna's commandments and the dear steadfast laws of sapient Mitra, like youthful women without brothers, straying like dames who hate their lords of evil conduct, they who are full of sin, untrue, unfaithful, they have engendered this abysmal station. To me, weak, innocent, thou, luminous Agni, hast boldly given as 'twere a heavy burthen, this Prachta hymn, profound and strong and mighty of 7 elements, and with offered dainties. So may our song that purifies through wisdom reach in a moment him, the universal, established on the height, on earth's best station, above the beauteous grassy skin of Presne. Of this my speech, what shall I utter further? They indicate the milk stored up in secret. When they have thrown, as 'twere, the cow's stalls open, the bird protects earth's best and well-loved station. This is the Great One's mighty apparition, which from of old the radiant cow hath followed. This, shining brightly in the place of order, swift, hasting on in secret, she discovered. He then who shone together with his parents remembered Presne's fair and secret treasure, which in the mother cow's most lofty station, the bull's tongue of the flame bent forward tasted. With reverence I declare the law, O Agni. What is comes by thine order, Vedas. Of this, whatever it be, thou art the sovereign, yea, all the wealth is in earth or heaven. What is our wealth therefrom, and what our treasure? Tell us, O Vedas, for thou knowest what is our best course in this secret passage. We, unreproached, have reached a place far distant. What is the limit? What the rules? The guerdon, like fleet-footed coursers, speed we to the contest. When will the goddesses, the immortal spouses, the dawns spread over us, the sun god's splendor, unsatisfied with speech, devoid of vigor, scanty and frivolous, and inconclusive? Wherefore do they address thee here, O Agni? Let these who have no weapons suffer sorrow. The majesty of him, the good, the mighty, a flame, hath shone for glory in the dwelling. He, clothed in light, hath shone most fair to look on, wealthy in boons, as a home shines with riches. And we perfect the hymns, and the hymn moves us, and that's what was talked about previously in regards to the those of true knowledge. It's not just that you've memorized stuff. Hymn for 6 Ekne, 11 verses. Priest of our right, stand up erect, O Agne, in the God's service, best of sacrificers. For over every thought thou art the ruler, thou furtherest in the wisdom of the pious. He was set down mid men as priest unerring. Agne, wise, welcome in our holy synods. Like Savitar, he hath lifted up his splendor, and like a builder raised his smoke to heaven. The glowing ladle, filled with oil, is lifted. Choosing God's service, to the right he circles. Eager he rises, like the new-wrought pillar, which firmly set and fixed, anoints the victims. When the sacred grass is strewn and Agni kindled, the Adhavaryu rises to his tax rejoicing. Agni the priest, like one who tends the cattle, goes 3 times round, as from of old he wills it. Agni himself the priest with measured motion goes round with sweet speech, cheerful, true to order. His effulgent flames run forth like vigorous horses. All creatures are affrighted when he blazes. Beautiful and auspicious is thine aspect, O lovely Agni. Terrible when spreading, thy splendors are not covered by the darkness. Detraction leaves no stain upon thy body, not hindered by his protection. Bounteous giver, his mother and his sire were free to send him. Then, as friend benevolent, refulgent, Agni shone forth in human habitations. He, Agni, whom the twice 5 sisters, dwelling together in the homes of men, engendered, bright like a spear's tooth, wakened in the morning, with powerful mouth, and like an axe well sharpened. These bay coursers, Agni, dropping fatness, ruddy, vigorous, speeding straightly forward, and red steeds, wonderful of mighty muscle, are to this service of the gods invited. These brightly shining gains of thine, O Agni, that move forever, restless, all subduing, like falcons hasting eagerly to the quarry, roar loudly like the army of the Marutas. To thee, O flaming god, hath prayer been offered. Let the priest laud thee, give to him who worships. Men have established Agni as invoker, fain to adore the glory of the living. And at the very least, for the material manifestations, but otherwise, the other creation is God-fearing. So why are we beings with choice not totally God-fearing too? Now, I don't mean, oh, I'm so scared I can't do anything. But, hymn 4.7, Akne, 11 verses. Here by ordainers was this god appointed, first invoker, best at worship, to be praised at rites, whom Apnavana and the Bregus caused to shine, bright-colored in the wood, spreading from home to home. When shall thy glory as a god, Akne, be suddenly shown forth? For mortal men have held thee fast, adorable in all their homes, seeing thee faithful to the law, most sapient like the starry heaven, illumining with cheerful ray each solemn rite in every house. Vivasvat's envoy, living men have taken as their ensign swift, the ruler over all mankind, moving like Bregu in each home. Him, the intelligent, have they placed duly as invoking priest. Welcome with sanctifying flame, best worshipper with sevenfold might, in his eternal mothers, in the wood, concealed and unapproached, kept secret through his flames are, bright seeking on all sides, quickly found, that as food spreads forth in this earthly utter, gods may rejoice them in the home of order. Great Agnes, served with reverence and oblation, flies over to the sacrifice the faithful, bird of each right, skilled in an envoy's duties, knowing both worlds and that which lies between them. Thou goest from of old a willing herald, knowing full well heaven's innermost recesses. Bright God, thy path is black. Light is before thee, thy moving splendor is the chief of wonders, when she yet unimpregnate hath conceived thee, even when newly born thou art an envoy, yet newly born his vigor is apparent when the wind blows upon his fiery splendor. His sharpened tongue he layeth on the brushwood, and with his teeth e'en solid food consumeth. When he hath borne off food with swift flame swiftly, strong Agne makes himself a speedy envoy, follows the rustling of the wind, consuming and courser like, speeds, drives the swift horse onward. And the black path and just like let's talk about elsewhere about the left-hand path, it sounds all evil in some sort of stereotypical way, but it's not. But I know some terms have associations with people. 4.8 Agna. This is 9 verses as well. Okay. It's 8 verses. Oh, the last one was 11 verses. Okay. Your envoy who possess all, immortal, bearer of your gifts, best worshipper, I woo with song. He, mighty, knows the gift of wealth. He knows the deep recess of heaven. He shall bring hitherward the gods. He knows a god himself, to guide gods to the righteous in his home. He gives e'en treasures that we love. He is the herald, well informed. He doth his errand to and fro, knowing the deep recess of heaven. May we be they who gratify Agna with sacrificial gifts, who cherish and enkindle him. Illustrious for wealth are they, and hero deeds victorious, who have served Agna reverently. So unto us, day after day, may riches craved by many come, and power and might spring up for us. That holy singer, in his strength, shoots forth his arrows swifter than the swift shafts of the tribes of men. And there's a level of superhuman. Of course, sometimes that superhuman is because supernatural forces have aided in our deeds.